In this video, we are going to talk about the word bàba, which means dad or father. In Chinese, family terms are often formed by repeating a character, a process we call reduplication. Just like māma or gēge, dad follows the same pattern. It is an affectionate and informal way to address or refer to one's father. You will also frequently hear the shortened version bà, which is very common in casual speech between family members. Grammatically, bàba is a noun and acts just like any other person in a sentence. It can be the subject doing the action or the object receiving it. Let's look at how we use this word in various sentences. 你的爸爸在家吗? Is your dad at home? 你的爸爸在家吗? We use 你的 to mean your. The particle 的 is used to indicate possession. The verb 在 is the key word here. It is used to indicate location, meaning to be at or to be in. 在家 literally means at home. Finally, placing ma at the very end turns the statement, your dad is at home, into the question, is your dad at home? 我爸爸是医生. My dad is a doctor. 我爸爸是医生. You might notice a slight change here. We said 我爸爸 instead of 我的爸爸. When talking about close personal relationships, like close friends or family, it is very common and natural to drop the possessive the to show closeness. In this specific sentence, we do use the verb 是. This is because we are linking two nouns together to define an identity. Dad equates to doctor. 爸爸在看电视呢. Dad is watching TV. 爸爸在看电视呢. In this context, the word 在 functions differently from the previous example. When 在 is placed directly before a verb, like 看, to watch, it indicates an action in progress, similar to the ing ending in English. To add a bit of feeling to the sentence, we use the particle na at the end. It is often used with the progressive aspect to emphasize that the action is happening right now, or simply to soften the tone of the statement. 我的爸爸买了一个手机. My dad bought a mobile phone. 我的爸爸买了一个手机. To talk about the past, we use the particle 了 immediately after the verb 买. This tells us the action has been completed. We use 一个 to say one. It is worth noting that the tone of e changes to a rising tone here because the measure word 个 naturally falls, though it is often neutral in rapid speech. The object he bought is a 手机. This word literally translates to hand machine, which is the standard word for a mobile phone. 我的妈妈没有我爸爸高. My mum is not as tall as my dad. 我的妈妈没有我爸爸高. This sentence introduces a specific grammar structure for comparisons. Instead of using 不比, we usually use 没有 to say A is not as adjective as B. The pattern is A plus 没有 plus B plus adjective. Literally, this translates to my mum not have my dad tall. 你的爸爸会开车吗？ Can your dad drive a car? 你的爸爸会开车吗？ We use the modal verb 会 here for can because driving is a learned skill. You wouldn't typically use 能 unless you were asking if he is physically available to drive at this moment. 会 asks if he knows how to drive. The word for driving, 开车, is actually a verb-object compound made of two parts, 开 plus 车. Together they mean to drive. 我爸8点回家。My dad comes home at 8 o'clock. 我爸8点回家。Here we see the shortened form 爸 instead of bàba. This is very common and natural in daily conversation. We must remember the rule of Chinese word order here. Time words like 8点 must come before the verb 回家. The action is 回家, which means to return home. 我朋友的爸爸没有哥哥。My friend's dad doesn't have an older brother. 我朋友的爸爸没有哥哥。This sentence chains possession terms. My friend's dad. We usually say 我朋友, dropping the first the for flow, then the bàba, keeping the second the for clarity. To say someone does not have something, we must use 没有. It is important to remember that 有 is the only verb negated by 没 instead of 不. The specific term 哥哥 refers only to an older brother, distinguishing him from a younger one. 明年我爸爸想去国外工作。Next year, my dad wants to go abroad to work. 明年我爸爸想去国外工作。We start the sentence with 明年 to set the time frame immediately. The verb 想 is used here to express would like to or wants to. 国外 means abroad or overseas. Note that the destination 国外 comes after the directional verb 去 before the action 工作。爸爸常常上午在医院工作，下午他跟妈妈一起去商店买东西。Dad often works at the hospital in the morning, and in the afternoon he goes with Mum to the store to buy things. 爸爸常常上午在医院工作，下午他跟妈妈一起去商店买东西。This is a longer narrative sentence split into two distinct time frames, 上午 and 下午. Notice the strict order, 在医院 plus 工作. In Chinese, you must state the location before the action takes place. You cannot work at the hospital. You must, at the hospital, work. The structure 跟一起 is used to mean together with. 他跟妈妈一起 translates to he with mum together. Bàba serves as an excellent foundation for practicing essential Chinese sentence structures. We have observed its flexibility, from the omission of the possessive the to denote closeness to the common use of the colloquial short form ba. Mastering this word within patterns involving identity, location, and comparison offers a solid framework for discussing family life with accuracy and confidence.